What's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here, and in today's video we are doing something a little bit out of our normal just grind. We are, instead of the normal just run stuff, kill stuff, we are going to be maybe doing some crafting along the way as well. So what do I mean by that? Well, first things first, I obviously went through the beast, did 36 maps or 33 maps, and didn't really get too much from it. It was kind of disappointing, but I mean, it is all RNG. I know people who got insane luck who I talked to recently, and others who got a pretty decent amount of stuff otherwise. For me, I didn't really get that lucky, but you know, it is what it is. So, in today's video, I'm going to basically show you what I'm going to be farming and what I'm going to be farming in the next video as well, and explaining my reasoning behind the sample sizes and so on and so forth. So first things first, we're going to be doing harvest. So we have 5 sextants and 20 maps rolled. We actually have more than this, but we're going to do 20 maps of Sacred Grove and 20 maps of less common variety watchstones with yellow, purple, blue, so on and so forth. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually sell all of the crafts that I get aside from the gambles. And the gambles, I'll try and find a doctor card, or I'll see if I have any cards to gamble. Fracture 5, I'll probably just use up like on one of my own items just so I don't have it there. But these gambles, like, they're not really worth anything, and no one in standard really buys them. So I'll be looking for the actual crafts, such as, you know, the influence crafts, the fracture 3s, anything like that. Everything here is just going to be burned on whatever, and everything else I'll just try and keep tabs on what I spend and what I make, so on and so forth, and give you guys kind of an outlook on what you can expect on it, as well as I'll be taking and getting any of the luckier things and noting them, such as if I get like the 10 chaos to an exalt, I'll note that. If I get any of that, I mean, the chaos to exalt is so rare, it's not even worth mentioning really, but just as an example. So now let's go over our atlas tree. So in our atlas tree, we are actually taking 2 of the 3 harvest nodes. If you look here, there's 2 of 3, and and here's why. Well, the Sacred Grove chance doesn't matter because we're guaranteeing the Sacred Grove via a watchstone, or via one of the little sextant things. So basically, that kind of determines what we can and can't take for our farming method. First and foremost, we are taking harvest bosses always drop a blossom, and 10% chance that the unchosen crop doesn't wilt, which is pretty strong. Our second harvest is the Sacred Grove always contains an extra harvest, along with the nodes that give you additional crafting options. And harvests have increased experience, which is whatever, but the bigger thing is harvest plants have 50% chance to spawn an additional monster. This is each individual harvest plant, meaning if you have a plot of 24, every single one has a 50% chance to give you another craft. So that's just something kind of to look out for. And then the additional crafting option here. We didn't take these, obviously, we don't need the Sacred Grove chance. And if you look down here, the only thing you get is Sacred Grove chance for the big node. And then the small nodes is just additional crafting option at 3% chance, and honestly, to spend 5 points for just, you know, 9% chance, it's excuse me, it's not very much worth it. I might do it later for like a, you know, a min-max setup, just so you guys can see, but as of now, I don't really care. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in a map so you guys can see what this entails. So we're gonna put 1 plants harvested are more likely to give less common crafting options, and then harvest monsters in areas have 100% more life. It's kind of annoying, but you know, it should be fine. And then of course at least 1 plot of yellow plants is really good. Then we guarantee the Sacred Grove, and that's basically it. Before I hop in the map, I'm going to put these away, and then I'm going to show you my next farm. So my next farm has to do with expedition. Now, expedition, obviously, you can guarantee the expedition via the, let me just do it this way. EXP, is that what you put? No, it's runic. R-U-N-I-C. R-U-N, okay. The expedition you can guarantee via scarabs, and there are expedition nodes. However, out of about 8 to 900 sextants, I only rolled 2 of these, and the only ones on the board in standard were owned by someone who isn't selling them. So, obviously in League you can probably find these a lot easier, and it is way more, profitable to run it with these. However, from just from these specifically, I'm going to be running only 8 maps with the runic, and then the rest I'll run like 20 or so maps total, and 16, what's that, 8, 22, 12, I can't even count today, 12 maps without these, and the whole time I'm going to be running as many of these as I can, which is increased pack size on unidentified maps, meaning I'm going to try and do unidentified maps. Where is it? There's a couple other ones. Increase the map, what do you call it? Bonus applies to rarity, meaning if I have insane quantity, I have a higher chance for uniques. This is really good in Expedition. And yeah, pretty much that's it. We're just going to juice up our maps and hope we get something cool. As you see here, we actually have a ton of harvest ones, and that's pretty cool. So if I, come back to farming this, or if I keep this way, I can just, pop these on and have some fun with harvest. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into a map. And obviously we are going to do the Searing Exarch, because that's basically what we're farming right now, is Searing Exarch. We actually have 2 of his fight ready. Now, kind of funny story here. We had a map that every time I went to a certain part, it just crashed my console and made me have to restart the game. So I lost the map on that invitation. But it's fine, he doesn't really matter all that much. In fact, I don't really think he drops anything, so I don't really care all that much. But yeah, we're just gonna quickly run some maps, and I'll show you one map of what this harvest farm looks like, what you can expect, so on and so forth. And after that, I will go ahead and do the rest off video. If you guys have any interest in other specific or target farming methods, please feel free to leave me a comment in the videos, or anything like that. It gives me something to do on my downtime, and until I have a actual chance to play League, I feel like it's worth my time. It's pretty fun to do. So other than that, yeah, let's see, what are we getting? Chance to drop additional unique items, sure. Let's go. So it looks like we got a bonus acceleration shrine sometime along the way. Chance to drop scarabs, always. Let's go ahead and get that. And here's our first harvest. What is this? Trap disarmament? I don't really care. And let's see what we get. Alright, so let's start at the top here. And we have upgrades, life. Well, this one has more than the rest, so we're just going to go ahead and knock this one down. See what we can get. Oh boy. I forgot there's those guys that just shoot those things at you and they hurt. Yeah, go away. We got a free unmaking. Alright. So what do we have? We have a couple extra crafts we can't tell. We got 4 sockets. We got nothing really amazing. I have the upgrade. So reforged crits I always take and put on jewels. Let's see here. Oh, this is unidentified. That's kind of a shame. Not you. Sure. We have crit chance. Let's see, increased damage if you've killed recently. Crit chance if you haven't dealt a crit recently. T1 flat region ES. Region flat ES. And then, what? Spell chaos damage? That's not horrible, but it's not great. You can probably sell it for like an X, but, who wants crit chance of a crit multi? Alright, for this one we have upgrades, offerings to goddess, and body armor, modify result in looking modifier viral. So we're going to upgrade the offerings because gifts of goddess and standard sell for about 1x each. They sell relatively consistently. Like I can more than likely just post my gifts up for sale and they will sell. So that's something pretty valuable. The rest of them are only about 20 chaos, unfortunately, so you're not going to really expect an amazing amount, but you know, you get what you can get, right? Why is everything
My mana
stop
is
hiding?
gone.
Thank you. Alright. So we got a tribute and a dedication. About 40 chaos, you know, no one really buys these, unfortunately. I have one gift if you can't tell, so you know, by the end of this I'm hoping to get a whole bunch. This is also really good early league. Just get a bunch of maps for free. So we have the exchange, and then we have upgrades offerings again. So this is actually better because the crafting option is more valuable in the aspect of we'll be able to get more stuff. Let's try and make it to that. It's an acceleration. We do want that. So we kept the other plot, meaning we got pretty good value here. Okay, so infused bloodlines isn't like the be-all end-all. It's not gonna break the bank here, but we have so many maps that we might as well just get it. Change a stack of essences. I actually don't have any essences. Let's go ahead and get the second plot. Hopefully I get a gift in this one. If I do, then, you know, I can sell it. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. Alright. And we have 2 tributes. Well, nothing too crazy, it looks like. This, if I were to value this specific harvest, I would say it got me about, with 4 of the random goddesses, 30, 40 C, 50 C if I were to sell quick. And we're going to go ahead and do this one. Go ahead and pop the Valgrace real quick so I can just kind of stand around and murder these. Grab that res shrine if we can. Can we? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Then exchange stack of fossils. I don't even think I have fossils. I think I sold all my fossils to someone who really likes to collect them. So let me see here. Oh, we have some. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of metallics. We got etheric. I think etheric sells for a little bit. And we have sacrifice stacks of oils. Let's do the lowest one for verdant. It's not bad. Catalyst for the same thing. We got noxious. Okay. So, you know, nothing too crazy. Unfortunately, we didn't get like, you know, a big craft or something, you know, reforge keeping or anything like that, which sell for about 1 to 2x each, or even like augments or anything like that. But we have a whole 19 more maps that we're going to be doing this with, and hopefully in those 19 maps we will find what we are looking for as far as in value.
My mana is gone.
Alright, so each one of these maps are chisel and out. They all have 4 chisels and alchemies on them, just so we can kind of have a little bit of extra, you know, rarity. As I said, I'm going to start juicing these to show you like what you can expect per, you know, per map or whatever. However, in Harvest specifically, I'm not going to be showing anything outside of Harvest Profit. I'm just going to be using this for my own personal use and game, so just a heads up. But yep, without further ado, this has been Chaos-Reighn. I do hope you guys enjoy my content, and if you want to see more of it or different types of it, whether it be build guides or watching me build a, you know, certain build, let me know. I do have a lot of, you know, full built characters just kind of dismantled, so I don't mind sitting down and maybe assembling some characters that I haven't played in a while, if you guys want to see that. Or if it's, you know, you're just enjoying what I'm doing, then I'll continue doing what I'm doing and, you know, share it with you guys. Go ahead and get rid of any reflects so I don't die on my adventures here. Alright, looks like we're good to go. Alright, without further ado, this has been Chaos-Reighn, and as always everybody, take it easy and have a good one.